Over half of my portfolio is in free stocks. And today we are going to answer a few important questions. Number one is why these free stocks? There are some similarities between them and also some differences. Why did I choose to invest in these free stocks, to be so concentrated in them? And number two, of course, is about concentration itself. Am I too concentrated? How much is considered too concentrated? These three companies are Wise, FDJ, and Crocs. I invested in all these three companies last year in 2024. And for different reasons, they are such big positions. For example, Wise is mostly from profits, while Crocs and FDJ are not so profitable yet, but they have been big positions in my portfolio because I bought many shares of these companies. I'm not buying Wise anymore. I'm not going to say it's overvalued. There is no margin of safety. So why did I buy Wise? Let's talk about this one first. It is a fintech company. It is a company growing its earnings by over 20% a year. Last time the stock was at all-time high in 2021 compared to today, you will see that earnings grew by 13 times. But the stock, same level. Of course, last time the stock was also expensive. But last year the stock crashed and I took the opportunity to buy shares of the company. Wise is a growth company. Every year the intrinsic value is going to grow. So even if, let's say, you bought Wise at a discount and I bought it at a 40% discount, so it was trading well below the margin of safety I put. I use different margin of safeties for different companies, and with Wise so much growth, there's uncertainty in growth, competition, everything else. I had to use a big margin of safety. But nevertheless, it was very cheap and I bought the stock. The fact that the intrinsic value is growing every year, it means that maybe I can hold it for the long term, as long as it doesn't get expensive. The intrinsic value I calculated today and the one I will calculate next year is going to be different. Next year, probably the intrinsic value would be higher than today. It is a company that requires little capital to grow. You want the intrinsic value, in the best case scenario, to grow over time, and requiring little capital to do that. Wise is such a business. That doesn't mean that every company can do that. And you should not ignore a company just because it cannot grow. Coming now to the second company, FTJ. This one is not growing that fast. Recently, they made the acquisition of Kindred, which might increase the growth rate of the overall company, but nevertheless, it is a slow growing company. But they do have a monopoly in France, the lottery monopoly, and they have a moat, which will be hard for competitors to come and compete with them. But they have one important characteristic with Wise. This company requires little capital to operate, and they should not be growing. They should not be using that cash to grow. It's better to use it to return it to shareholders through dividends. They have a 4% dividend yield. This is much better than investing in growth and destroying shareholders' value. You grow if you can grow. If you have somewhere to grow, then you grow, like Wise. But this is not the case for FDJ. They made a great acquisition with Kindred. I believe they bought Kindred at a discount, but we are yet to see how it's going to impact the overall company over the long term. Recently, the CEO of FDJ had an interview in which she called the company a growth defensive stock. And I agree with her. It is a defensive stock, but still can grow. Not as fast as Wise, but it is still growing. And by the way, this interview is in French. I found it through CityFalcon, which is today's video sponsor. Every day I use CityFalcon to get the news about the companies I'm following on my watch list, the companies I'm interested in. I can filter the news about the things that really interest me. And I got to see this interview from the CEO. Without CityFalcon, I would not have found it, because it is unlikely that other sources will give you an interview in French from a small company that many people don't talk about. It's not a popular company. But on CityFalcon, you get everything. If you use the promo code Ishfaaq, you'll have 25% off any subscription of CityFalcon. I'll put the link in the description. What about Crocs now? How is it similar with the rest? It is also a company requiring little capital to operate. Just like FDJ, it is not growing at a fast rate. We should not be worried about this. And with Crocs, it is a little different. I'm not sure if I will hold it for the long term, but right now it is undervalued. When I was buying it, at some point it was undervalued by 50%. So eventually, if the market realizes that it's wrong, that the stock price should go up, I will make a profit. But to hold Crocs forever, I don't know, because we need to know how capital will be used if the company cannot grow. They have been buying back shares. This is good. Will they pay dividends? We shall see. It's not like FDJ. We are sure that every year we are getting paid the dividends and that the dividends are growing. And we can use the cash from the dividends to invest in other companies. This is not the case with Crocs. But nevertheless, it is undervalued. The reason why I decided to be so concentrated with these three companies is because they were massively undervalued. I will never buy a company that is undervalued by 5%. You always need to take a margin of safety. Let's say it's 15%. And the intrinsic value of the company is $100, so 15%, $85. That's your buy price. The margin of safety is different for different companies. Let's say for this one, it's 85. But the stock price is at 75. How much will you buy? You can buy, but eventually you might get better opportunities and buy cheaper companies, cheaper stocks. Now, if a company is trading at 50% discount, it is unlikely you're going to find other better alternatives, because this is what you're doing all the time. Let's say there are multiple people, everyone is selling you $1 bills. Someone is selling you, okay, this bill is worth, I'm selling you this $1 bill for 90 cents, and there's someone else there selling another dollar bill for 40 cents. Of course, it is likely that the other one is better. You would prefer to buy a dollar bill for 40 cents rather than 90 cents, even though both of them can look undervalued. And if really you have made your research, you know for sure that this is a good company, why would you waste your money and put it in the not so undervalued one? You would rather be concentrated in stocks that are really undervalued. You can never be concentrated. I can never be concentrated buying a stock that is undervalued by only 10%. It is very unlikely. But when I found a great company trading at 40% discount, and I have made my research well, I know there's a small probability I'm wrong. It's very small. Then I'm going to go all in into this company. That doesn't mean that if a company is undervalued by 75%, 80%, I will just rush and invest in it, because you also need to look at how much money you can lose. A company like Crocs, it will not go bankrupt. They have a good balance sheet. You need to look at the worst case scenario. Can the company go bankrupt? It's not because it is undervalued that you need to rush and put all your portfolio in it. I recently opened a small position in a Ukrainian company, and we know that there is a war in Ukraine. Of course, I believe that this is a good investment, but it is also very risky. I can lose everything. I'm not going to put 10% of my portfolio in that. It is less than 1%. So even if I lose that, let's say 0.5%, doesn't matter to me. Small risk I'm willing to take. But it is possible that this company becomes a 10-bagger. If the war ends, everything goes back to normal, it can be a 10-bagger. And that 0.5% becomes 5%. You need to look at the risk and reward. It is massively undervalued, but there is also the high risk of losing a lot of money, which is not the case with Crocs, FDJ, and Wise. And losing money, I mean the company itself, not really the stock. The stock price goes down further 50%, I'm buying more. It is about the company's intrinsic value. This is what matters over the long term. And I will recommend you watch this video about 3 stocks I'm currently buying. Have a nice day and goodbye.